fans arriving at Target Field in downtown Minneapolis on this sticky Tuesday afternoon. The dog days of summer are here. The Pirates and Twins are ready for some interleague baseball. The visitors have a lot to play for. 6 teams chasing 2 spots in the National League for the wild card. Pirates are just 5 games back. The Twins, of course, had that rough road trip, still trying to hunt down the Cleveland Indians right now. A tall order, 12.5 games back in the American League Central. Welcome inside Target Field. It's a hazy Tuesday night. We're ready for some baseball, and we're excited for the Twins to get back home. They've got the next 7 here in this ballpark, including a Monday makeup game with the White Sox, but the next 2 are against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Let's take a look at the series setup. The Twins have been really good lately at Target Field, 14-4 in their last 18, and within those 18 games, 9 times the Twins have scored 6 runs or more. So they're scoring runs here, where they're 33-24 overall. Miguel Sano is finding his swing, 317 over the last 12, and Sano, 11 of those 12, has reached base safely. Good memories. Last time he saw the Pirates, he was 3 for 5 with a couple of RBIs. Pittsburgh Pirates, as we mentioned, have a lot to play for, and they've been finding their game as well. 23-10 since July the 8th. They're currently on a 10-day, 9-game trip. On the first 7 games of this trip, 41 runs scored. That's just short of 6 runs a game. Twins pitchers will have their hands full, but we're going to focus in on Logan Forsythe up next. Dick Bremer, Bert Blythen, with how the instant impact has been so good for the second baseman.
Presented by CenturyLink, connecting you to the power of the digital world. By Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, for the everyday competitor in all of us. And by Northland Ford. Visit buyfordnow.com and your local Northland Ford dealer today.
Tonight, a homestand begins, the first of 2 between the Twins and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Jamison Tyone has been kind of the anchor for the Pirates starting rotation, and the Twins will face him for the 2nd time this year. Jake Odorizzi will face the Pirates for the 2nd time this year. And we welcome you to Target Field. Dick Bremer along with Bert Blythen for the first game of 2 between the Twins and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Logan Forsythe, new to the Twins, of course, coming over from the Dodgers, and so far Twins fans, I think, have to like what they've seen.
Well, you know what's Logan getting a chance to play every day. That's what he wants. He's getting that here in Minnesota. Currently on a 12-game hitting streak. That is a career high for the young man. 17 hits and 37 at-bats. You know, back in 2015 when he played every day for the Rays, hit 281, hit 17 home runs. So now he's getting a chance to play like he did not get a chance to play in L.A.
It's been a disappointing year for the Twins, but this year in 2018, the Pirates are trying to do what the Twins did last year. That is catch fire in the second half. Maybe sneak into the playoffs as a wild card team. They certainly have the offense to do that.
Yeah, they got 8 games to pick up on the Chicago Cubs. 4th place right now in that National League Central Division, but they do generate some power. Since July 8th, you can see how they're hitting as a ball club, hitting a lot of home runs and driving in a lot of runs. Pitching's been pretty good too.
Well, the Twins and the Pirates for their second 2-game series. You remember what it was like in Pittsburgh when we played there? It was snowing. It was snowing when we were there in late March and early April. Much nicer weather here tonight for the opener of 2-game series with the Buccos. By. It has been a different story in Twins territory, where Minnesota has been thrilling the Target Field crowd with plenty of home heroics. Tonight, the Twins host a foe from the senior circuit as they look to continue their winning ways at home against the Pirates. And it's always good to be home again. The Twins have what was a 6-game homestand starting tonight, and now a 7-game homestand with the makeup game being played Monday night for one of the snowouts against the White Sox. And so 2 here with the Pirates, and then the Tigers come in for 4, 1 with the White Sox. Then the Twins are heading out on the road for a very brief road trip, couple games in about 30 hours in Chicago, and they're back home again for a week-long series, or 4-game series with the Oakland A's.
Yeah, last time the Pittsburgh Pirates were here back in 2015. Of course, the Twins, like you mentioned, Dick, had some snow issues up in Pittsburgh back in early April.
Still remember Fernando Rodney eating snowflakes on the backside of the mound in Pittsburgh as he got the save that night. And the Pirates find themselves amazing to some anyway,
on the coattails of a postseason push here. No one really knew what to expect from the Pirates at the start of the year. They had traded Andrew McCutchen, they had traded Garrett Cole, and everyone thought, well, they're just going to rebuild and eventually get back to where they find themselves now with a winning record and a chance to get to the playoffs.
You know, you look back at July 7th, they were 40-48, 8 games under 500. Then they went through that winning streak where they won 11 straight. And they won 13 out of 14 ball games. But they've kind of come back a little bit. They've only won 8 out of their last 17 ball games. So, yeah, they're trying to get into postseason any way they can.
The Menards batting order for the Pirates, and it is a potent lineup. Corey Dickerson leading off, Starling Marte, Gregory Polanco, David Freese, Josh Bell, Francisco Cervelli, Colin Moran, Josh Harrison, and Jordy Mercer.
And tonight's starting pitcher stats are brought to you by Home Furniture, and that's Jake Odorizzi, making his 25th start, his second against the Pirates, also a second career start against the Pirates. Look at his numbers right there. His other start coming back on April 4th in Pittsburgh. Twins ended up winning that ball game. He got a no decision. He gave up 3 runs in 4 1/3 innings through 87 pitches, and that's been an issue for Odorizzi all season long. Too many pitches in a short amount of time.
Well, the Pirates will hit into this Twins defense, brought to you by Northland Ford. Jake Cave is in left, Max Kepler in center, Eddie Rosario in right. The Twins kind of shuffling the cards a little bit in the outfield. The infield, Sano, Polanco, Forsythe, and Mauer. Mitch Garver behind the plate.
Now this is an interleague game. The Twins are 6-12 in interleague, and the Pirates are 12-3. Jake Odorizzi's had good success in interleague play. This is his 23rd start. He's got 8 wins, 4 losses, an ERA at 3.21. Let's take a look at a Pizza Ranch for the win. What do they need to do here? Well, they need a quality start, because when the Twins get quality starts, 6 innings, 3 earned runs or less, they're 32-17. Odorizzi, who'd like to have one, he has 7 quality starts in his first 24 starts.
Well, the Twins hoping to have a good homestand after a 2-5 road trip. Joe West behind the plate. And West.
I think Joe West was his 42nd year as an umpire.
Only one man has umpired more games in Major League history than Joe West, and that's Hall of Fame umpire Bill Clem. So quite a
sorry I missed him. That had to be back in the 1800s.
It was a long time ago. Yeah. Here's Dickerson. First pitch fouled back. We've seen teams do that against Odorizzi, kind of trying to ambush him, figuring they're going to get a first pitch fastball up and try to send it into orbit right away, but as so often happens, it's a foul to the backstop. Dickerson, Marte, and Polanco. Swung on and missed. The Pirates are in the fringes of the playoff race in part because the National League isn't nearly as top heavy as the American League is. There's a 49.5 game gap in the American League between the team with the best record, Boston, and the team with the worst record, Baltimore. 49.5 games.
Can you call them in if you're that far out? You know, just say, you know, hey, we lose 9-0. We're not going to come to the ballpark.
Nice catch on the hat.
With his hat. Who needs a glove? As Pirates Ball Club hitting .255 as a ball club. That is 4th best in the National League.
Take a look at this.
I think he saved his mother.
2 strikes to Dickerson. Fly ball center field. It'll carry out to Kepler, who has plenty of room. On the warning track, 1 away. Just contrast that gap we talked about in the National League, or in the American League, 49.5 games. And the biggest gap in the National League, top to bottom, the top team and the 15th team is only 20 games. That's remarkable that the 2 leagues could play to such extremes.
Yeah, the 20 games is Miami Marlins, 20 games behind the Atlanta Braves, kind of the Cinderella team in that division.
Here's starting Marte, and this one lifted to right. Looks playable for Rosario. A couple of fly ball outs, and Odorizzi will bank on getting a lot of those and keeping the ball in the ballpark.
And that's the type of pitcher he is. He's a fly ball pitcher. He comes into this ball game with 120 innings pitched. He's given up 120 hits, and he has 120 strikeouts.
2 down, and now Gregory Polanco with Sano jogging to the right side of the infield. And a first pitch strike.
And you kind of knew as a pitcher right there, Polanco's going to take a pitch because that's only his, what, 6th pitch of the inning. So take a pitch after Marte swung at the first pitch.
And now down and away.
First off-speed pitch right there. First 6 were fastballs, then the changeup. Odorizzi has a curveball, also a slider.
Foul, and it'll carry over the Pirate dugout.
Yeah, Jake, 28 years old, of course, in his first season with the Twins. Came up with the Royals in 2012, then spent 5 seasons with the Tampa Bay Rays, and then traded over in the middle of February to the Twins.
Got him. Good first inning for Jake Odorizzi. A 1-2-3 first. To the playoffs unless they can really run off a streak here. The Menards batting order has Joe Mauer followed by Eddie Rosario, Jorge Polanco, Miguel Sano, Max Kepler, Logan Forsythe, Jake Cave, Mitch Garver, and Tyler Austin.
And tonight's starting pitcher stats are brought to you by Home Furniture. And it's Jamison Tyone making his 24th start, his second against the Twins. He had his first start of the year against the Twins back in Pittsburgh on April 2nd. He won that ball game 5-4. Gave up a couple runs in 5 1/3 innings.
In that game, he was given a lot of run support early. He pitched a good first inning, and then you may remember that was the ball game. Lance Lynn in his Twins debut had all sorts of control issues, gave up a grand slam in the first inning, so it was 5-0 after 1 inning. This one lashed to left field. Dickerson back and makes the catch, 1 away.
Yeah, he ended up giving up only 2 runs in the 5 1/3 innings. One of them off the bat of Brian Dozier, but he had a home run in the 6th inning.
Pirates out of the field, brought to you by Northland Ford. Starling Marte's in center, Gregory Polanco's in right, Corey Dickerson is in left. Veteran David Freese at third, Jordy Mercer, Josh Harrison up the middle, Josh Bell at first, Francisco Cervelli behind the plate. Here's Eddie Rosario.
switching corner outfield spots. He's played in right, of course. He's played in center.
Is this the first time that Jake Cave has started in left field?
I believe it is.
Normally
He's been in center, and I think early on when he came over or was called up, he had a start or two in right.
Yeah.
Skied to center field.
A lot of fly balls so far.
And Marte will make the catch. You look at center field, and for me, it's amazing what the grounds crew did again here at Target Field. They had a big concert here again while we were on the road. And boy, you have to look, to me, you have to look hard to find any evidence that this was the scene, the site of a concert.
Yeah, they got it down now, don't they?
4 concerts held on this baseball field. 2 down. Here's Polanco. Over the inside corner, strike 1. Taillon's coming off a complete game win. His second complete game this year. He's the only National League starter to have 2 complete games. There are 4 others. They're all in the American League, and Jose Barrios is one of those. James Paxton, Corey Kluber, and Carlos Carrasco. So only 5 guys this year on August 14th have completed 2 games. And a strike 1 and 2.
Of course, the pitch count comes into play, so
But
will be pitching tomorrow.
In his last start, 9 innings, he only threw 107 pitches. That's why he was given the latitude to try to complete the ball game. And a check swing up high.
Yeah, Taillon, 26 years old. Pirates' #1 pick back in 2010 out of Woodlands High School in Woodland, Texas. In his 3rd season with the Pirates.
And line foul.
Been pitching well over his last 5 starts. He's 4-1, ERA at 2.38. Averaging 2.4 walks per 9 innings and 8 strikeouts per 9. Twins want to try to get on base against him. He has not been able to hold runners on very well.
Hook foul.
Oh, a nice grab by that fan. Brought his glove, not the hat, the glove. It's a McCutcheon fan. Line drive.
Ooh, my. Right over the woman in the red shirt, right over her head. There's a swing and a foul. Polanco's at bat, still alive. Yeah, she's got a Twin shirt on. Thank you for making that catch. Yeah. Yikes. Can I buy you an ice cream cone? Two and two to Polanco. Close pitch. Ball 3, Sano on deck.
Yeah, Taillon has a fastball. He has a curveball. He's added a slider this year. Just a little cut fastball. Let's see, fastball at 96. In the box.
Another foul. Polanco's doing a nice job forcing Taillon to throw some pitches here. 9 pitches in this at bat. And the big man on deck. That's to left field, but it'll hang for Dickerson.
All fly balls.
3 fly ball outs in the bottom of the first. Scoreless going to the second.
Miguel Sano looks completely different. The dreadlocks are gone. Most of his hair is gone. He said he went high and tight. He plans to stay that way for a long time. I asked him about his hat size. He said he's gone down a hat size, gone down a batting helmet size. Looks like a young man out there. Eddie Rosario, as we talked about earlier in the broadcast, the outfield's shifted. He's in right. He misses his friends in left. Says it's fun to interact with those fans overnight. He'll build up some new friends now in right for the time being. And Byron Buxton, guys, reinstated. Going to play tonight, AAA Rochester. Paul Molitor talked about it. It is the wrist. You don't know until he gets back in the batter's box. Molitor said they're going to take it easy, not going to play him in back-to-back games early, and see if that wrist can hold up and get some traction here late in the year for Buxton.
Strike 2 called to David Freese. Byron, by the way, singled in his first at bat tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin.
0-2 to Freese, then Bell and Cervelli in the Pirates' second inning. Hook to right, and that'll drop in front of Rosario for a base hit. Freese drops a single to right field to start the second inning. Josh Bell, the batter.
Pirates right now have only one switch hitter, and that's this man right here, Josh Bell. It's a left-handed hitter, hitting .259, .292 as a right-handed hitter.
Over the inside, missing the inside corner rather, 1-0. Pirates wrapping up a 10-day, 9-game road trip.
Changeup just missing there.
They are in 4th place in the Central, but they're only 5 games behind Milwaukee for the second wild card spot.
Odorizzi doesn't get a lot of ground ball outs. Only 7 double plays turned behind him this year. Only a fly ball pitcher. Carver sitting inside. Ball left out over the plate and hacked away. Foul.
It was Bell who hit a 2-run home run against Odorizzi in the second game in Pittsburgh. That was in the first inning. And now 3-1. And a walk will put him aboard. Now first and second, nobody out for Cervelli.
Let's take a look at the scouting report on Jake Odorizzi. Needs quicker outs. You know, that first inning perfect. Only 9 pitches used. Give him 6 innings. He's done it 7 times this year. They're all quality starts. And his numbers in interleague play in 22 prior starts, 8 wins, 4 losses against the National League.
Cervelli putting together a very solid year behind and at the plate.
He's always been a good hitter. This is his 11th major league season for Cervelli. .275 hitter coming into this year, so he's one of these catchers that can really hit. Hard to strike out, makes good contact.
Into the gap in left center, down for a hit, and it will be cut off by Cave on the warning track. It'll be an RBI double, and the trailing runner Bell held at third. 1-0 Pittsburgh.
Well, it looked like a breaking ball stayed up, and Cervelli waited back nicely and found that gap out in left center. Take a look at the pitch. That's a curveball, stayed about thigh high, and Cervelli with his 10th double of the year, driving in his 48th run. Freese scores. Bell stops at third.
course, the Pirates have the opportunity here to put a bat in the lineup in the DH spot, and tonight it's Colin Moran.
Moran in his first season with the Pirates, last year with the Astro organization.
The handle of the bat foul, 1 strike.
He came over in the Garrett Cole trade. Cole going to the Houston Astros, being part of that pitching staff.
One strike. Missing inside.
Infield playing back, especially up the middle, so they're basically giving him a run if Moran can hit the ball past the pitcher. On the ground, of course.
Swung on and missed. Foul tip. 1-2.
Jake needs a strikeout right here. Again, averaging a strikeout an inning. Go back inside again. No, Garver creeping away.
Blocked by Garver.
And the changeup misses.
Rizzi trying to pick up his 5th win of the year, trying to pitch some innings, and of course that's been a big issue for Jake. He's never gotten an out in the 7th inning, and in his last 3 starts hasn't gotten an out in the 6th inning.
The big thing for him is pitches per inning. That's why I said that first inning with 9 pitches. That's unlike Jake. He's averaging 19.2 pitches per inning. Times that by 5, you know, you're right at 100. But you know what? He's always been that way. Even with the Rays, he was a guy that he's never had a complete game. This is 151st major league start. He just throws a lot of pitches in a short amount of time.
On the ground, weakly to second. Forsythe will make the play. They get the out. Runners move up, and that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
And Moran does get the ground ball past the pitcher to the middle part of the infield and picks up his 44th run batted in as Bell scores. And on the play, Cervelli scoots over to third.
Josh Harrison will bat. Now the Twins will bring the infield in. With 5 sacrifice flies. Trying to get the runner in from third with less than 2 out. Dug out by Garver, ball 1.
Yeah, this guy's kind of like the Altuve in the National League. Not a big guy, 5'8", 185 pounds. This is his 8th season with the Pirates. 2-time All-Star.
The outside corner. Tough challenge for Odorizzi. We've identified him, of course, as a fly ball pitcher, but he doesn't necessarily want to give one up here. If it's deep enough, it'll make it a 3-0 ball game.
Need a little fly ball in the infield.
2-1. Back now 2-2. His strikeout pitch is the elevated fastball. 30th pitch of the night for Odorizzi. Now 3-2. The number 9 batter, Jordy Mercer, on deck. He's walked 1 man. That was Bell, and he's already come around to score.
Let's see if they go with that high fastball.
Got him on the outside corner, and Harrison shakes his head from side to side. And from up here, frankly, it looked outside.
Well, he does have that fastball that comes back a little bit, and Harrison, you can see, he knows that that ball was outside. It was.
6
But
inches.
Odorizzi will take it.
Yes, he will. And now the infield back at normal depth. And the big difference between 1 out and 2 outs, and 1 runner on and 2 runners on. Mercer, the batter. Up and away, ball 1. Inning started with a single and a walk, then a double. And now 2-0.
You know, you look at Mercer's number, you look at how they're hitting. The Pirates, they're pretty solid all the way through. The lowest batting average coming into today's play in the star 5-9 are Polanco at 242. Oh, you got a number 9 hitter hitting 262.
Right.
Got some pop.
As deep as the lineup is, it's even deeper because they don't have to have their pitchers bat in this 2-game series. They can put another bat in the lineup like Moran's. 2-1 to Mercer. And now 3-1 with Dickerson on deck.
And you see that pitch count mount. 9 pitches in the first, 26 so far here in the second. That just tells me somebody that's just nibbling out there. Just doesn't trust his stuff. Here's ball 4.
Second walk of the inning. And he'll be a 7th batter to the plate here in the second inning.
That's where a lot of times I think before the mound visits are now 6 apiece, that you would have the pitching coach go out there and just kind of settle Odorizzi down. But you know, I hate to use a mound visit right off the get-go here in the second inning.
What are you going to tell the guy? Throw it over the plate? I think he knows that, right?
Well, sometimes it's just give him a breather too.
Right.
He's throwing a lot of pitches, like 27, 28 pitches this inning. It's Garvin Alston.
Dickerson hit a fly ball to center. He put Kepler out on the warning track in center, but well short of the wall. First and third, 2 down.
Well, these two guys were teammates for a couple years, Dickerson and Odorizzi.
And breaking ball at 73 miles per hour. 1 strike.
Dickerson getting traded over from the Rays back in February.
Fly ball right field, right off the end of the bat. And it is Forsythe out to make the catch. Couple of runs for the Pirates at the top of the second. 8th daily. And the Twins find themselves down a pair as we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. It'll be Sano, Kepler, and Forsythe. And Sano takes up ball 1. I think it's fair to say that the young man, and he still is a young man, has taken the reins of his career and done a really nice job losing weight, getting in better shape. To lose a full hat size, fouled away.
Well, you know, sometimes some players need wake-up calls, and that's why the Twins sent him back down to Fort Myers, because of the weather. Hey, condition yourself a little bit better. You know, he went down, he accepted it, he knew why they sent him down there. He's had better quality at bat since his return.
Tall fly ball to right, short of the warning track. Polanco makes the catch, 1 away. I'll bring up Kepler.
4 fly ball out so far. Taillon.
Kepler in center field today. His 15th home run the other day in Detroit. Engaging some friendly chat with Joe West. Breaking ball, strike 1.
Yeah, good curveball right there for strike 1.
Pulled foul, 2 strikes, might have cracked his bat.
That's that slider that they say that he came up with this year. It's almost like a cut fastball that he'll throw in on left-handers. And Kepler turning on it, hitting it foul.
Just outside. StatCast AI powered by AWS. It's very much a pull hitter, at least on the balls hit less than 200 feet. Chopped foul. And the Pirates play him accordingly. Outfield playing him a few steps the other way.
So Kepler's hit well here at home.
Foul back. Forsythe on deck. And dribbled back to the mound. Easy play for Taillon. 2 down. And that'll bring up Logan Forsythe. Forsythe has had quite an impression in the Twins lineup. 15 hits, 37 at bats, and unlike Brian Dozier, who loved to jump on the first pitch, Forsythe much more of a patient hitter. Speaking of Dozier, we're happy to report that despite last night's health scare, he had to leave the ball game and underwent an irregular EKG, that he was tested, passed the test today, and is in the Dodgers starting lineup tonight. Sanford Health injury report regarding Brian, who really done a nice job driving in runs for the Dodgers, but he had to come off the field last night in the 9th inning. And we're happy to report he's passed all the necessary tests and won't miss a starting assignment tonight. 0-2 to Forsythe. 1-2. Chopper to short. Mercer has an easy play, and Taillon has another 1-2-3 inning.
The St. Louis Cardinals break the hearts of the Washington Nationals. Yet again, a walk-off winner last night, 7-6 winners on the heels of Sunday night's loss, as the Nationals had a 3-0 lead in the ninth with 2 outs, and the Cubs hit a grand slam against them back-to-back nights where they get walked off in heartbreaking fashion. St. Louis, along with Pittsburgh, involved in that chase for the National League wildcard, guys.
Yeah, there are 4 teams in the National League Central with winning records. The Cubs, 3 games ahead of the Brewers, who are 2 games ahead of the Cardinals, who are 3 games ahead of the Pirates. Ball landing in foul territory. National League West has 4 teams with winning or 500 records. The Diamondbacks, Colorado, Los Angeles, San Francisco. And the National League East has 3 teams. You look at the wild card race. Milwaukee's in it, but by a half game over the Phillies, and the Cardinals, Rockies, Dodgers.
Some exciting baseball as the season gets into late August.
You know, and in the American League, unless somebody catches fire, but the only drama left is whether Seattle can get some traction and get back over the Oakland A's for a wild card spot. But Oakland looks like they're bent on catching the Astros. Playing really good baseball. 2 strikes. And now a ball.
And again, we have not played the Oakland A's yet. We'll be coming here later this month, and then we go out there.
Look at the wild card, and there's a big gap between Seattle and Tampa Bay and the Angels and the Twins. Boy, can't blame Odorizzi for going back out there. That's pretty much the pitch he threw to Harrison to get the called 3rd strike. 2-2. And fouled back. Another foul back. Be interesting to find out, and I'm sure probably could find out fairly easily, of all of Odorizzi's pitches that he's thrown this year, how many of them were 2-strike fouls. It'd be a bunch. And there's another one.
You know why? Because it's, you know, about chest high, and hitters that's on that plane that they can foul it off.
Chest high, and it's 92, not 96.
Right. But you see where the glove of Barber is, and you see where the pitch is. Let's talk about pitchers creating a downward angle toward that catcher's glove. Unlike Odorizzi, he does not do that at all. Everything is pretty much letter high and above. I think he makes himself work way too much.
And another 2-strike foul.
Now there's a better fastball down. Better angle right here. Carver's glove down. Pretty good pitch.
But fouled away, and Marte will have another pitch. Polanco and Freese will follow. There's one put in play. Sano fields the second hop. Bauer with a nice stretch, 1-1. They'll bring up Polanco. Friday, August 17th, join your friends in the Rose Garden at Target Field. You can cheer on the Twins and Eddie Rosario. The Tigers are in town, and you can purchase your tickets through this special ticket package and get a Rosie's Rose Garden t-shirt with your ticket. Visit twinsbaseball.com/Rose Garden to get yours today. Here is Polanco, struck out in his first at bat against Odorizzi. Slow breaking ball over for a strike. You see Jake do that, and I think it's the second time he's done it today, where he's opening at bat with a slow breaking ball for a strike, and now he follows it up with another one. The point I was going to make is sometimes we don't see that pitch a second time in the at bat, and he backed it up with another one to get ahead 0-2.
Yeah, he made a mistake to Cervelli. He left that breaking ball up. Cervelli took advantage of it, the 2-run double.
And a strikeout on 3 pitches.
And strikeout number 3.
2 down, and that'll bring up Freeze.
Oh, good sequence there. 2 breaking balls and then the sinker away. You see the 2 curveballs for strikes and then the movement of that fastball. Great location right there.
2 down, and now Freeze dumped a single into right. Scored later on in the 2nd inning. Fouled away.
Freeze 34 years old now, in his 3rd season with the Pirates, 5 seasons with the Cardinals. 2011 when the Cardinals won the World Series. He was the MVP in that series.
Swing and a miss.
Good change up there. Cardinals for 5 years, Angels for a couple, now with the Pirates.
Taken low, and it's 1-2.
Good pitch right there.
Froze him with a fastball. First out took a long time, and now Joe West hearing some more bickering from the Pirate dugout. And then a couple of strikeouts, and it's a 1-2-3 third. .137 acres of natural areas, public gardens, and art designed to inspire ideas for visitors' own backyards in one place. Natural habitats and native plants abound at the Minnesota Landscape Arboretum. You can discover the bog at Green Heron Pond, an off-the-beaten-track nature experience featuring a half-mile trail and refurbished boardwalk. Find endless travel inspiration at exploreminnesota.com and share your favorites with #OnlyInMN. Jake Cave looking to become the Twins' first base runner. He's got a 1-0 count against Jameson Taillon. Chop foul, 1-1. We saw Taillon in Pittsburgh, and the weather conditions were frightful, but he had a good day, had the big early lead and all that. Now you've seen him again. What are his strengths?
I like his stuff. He's got a good fastball. He stays back nicely over the mound, creates a nice angle. He's got a tight curveball. Mix has added that slider. I've been a little cutter right there, trying to work inside. That's his numbers on April 2nd. That was his first start of the year for the Pirates.
Kind of like guys like Tyone, you know, and I mean this as a compliment. You weren't someone that had to tinker that much with what you brought to the mound through your career. You always had a dominant pitch, the curveball, one of the best, if not the best ever. Cave taps it foul. But I kind of like guys like Tyone who, as they get along, they kind of tinker with things a little bit, and they add, subtract, do this, do that, and try to stay ahead of the curve.
Well, you know, his 67 start here tonight. Major League started 371 innings, so he's still getting his feet wet.
Right. And Cave swings and misses.
That's more the slider right there. He threw him a couple curveballs. That's more the slider. And Tyone picking up his first strikeout.
And that'll bring up Mitch Garver.
So he does a good job getting to the balance point, and then there's that pitch that just broke down where left-handers like to swing at it. Just disappears.
Garver, the batter. And a strike over the inside corner.
Got a nice loose arm too. You don't see him, you know, short arm anything. Works off the middle part of the pitching rubber.
It's down the left field line. Trotting after it is Dickerson. 2 away. 8 up, 8 down so far.
And you see what he's doing. He's attacking the strike zone. 36 pitches, I believe 27 strikes.
We'll bring up Tyler Austin. Austin clubbing his first home run as a Twin on the road trip.
Of course, Austin came over from the Yankees in a Lance Lynn trade. This is his 3rd game playing for the Twins.
Strike on the outside corner at 95.
1 hit and 7 at bats, and that was that home run.
Yeah, swing, but he went, and it's 0-2. So first pitch fastball at 95, and then whatever that was at 91. Swing and a miss. Foul tip. And it's a perfect first 3 innings for Jamison Tyone.
Double that coming in the second inning. And Moran ending it, getting another RBI with an infield out. And Taillon, 39 pitches, 30 strikes. Getting ahead of 7 of the 9 batters he's faced. Strike 1.
Then we go to the 4th inning, and Josh Bell will lead things off against Odorizzi. Perfect 3 innings for Taillon. Bell, Cervelli, and Moran here in the 4th. Up and away, ball 1.
Bell, 25 years old, Pirates' number 2 pick back in 2011.
And now 2-0. Bell drew a walk and scored the second Pittsburgh run in the second inning.
Yeah, last year was his rookie year. He came up in 2016, but last year his rookie season hit 26 home runs, drove in 90 in 159 games.
It's a changeup that beat and foul. 2-1. Lace to left. Cave is there for the catch. A bullet for the first out. Let's go to Kevin Gore.
Yeah, guys, I had a conversation with catcher Mitch Garver about getting ready to play a team you don't see very often. He said it's dramatically different from those teams you see all the time that within the division. He said you got to take a look at tendencies. You sit down with the pitcher, you take a look at a lot of film what these guys do. And he said a big part of it is the feel you develop with your pitcher in the game, that chemistry that you have adjusting on the fly. And after that rough second inning, we saw some of that feel as he helped Odorizzi bounce back with a 1-2-3 third, 2 of those strikeouts. We'll see if he can continue to adjust, get ahead in the count, and help that chemistry with the catcher along the way to give the Twins a chance to keep this one in shouting distance against a tough pitcher for Pittsburgh.
Cervelli takes a breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1.
You know what I noticed with Garver, with Odorizzi on the mound, when he's ready to catch the ball, he drops that right knee almost on the ground. He's trying to get as low as he can to give him a low target.
It's one of the things Mitch has worked on to be a better receiver of the pitch low in the strike zone or even below the strike zone.
See how low he gets right there. So as a pitcher, what you're doing is once you get to that balance point, you pick up the glove and you're trying to throw the ball through the glove, not to it. Don't be a dart thrower. You want to throw it through the glove. And I love catchers that were able to get down like this. Tony Pena, former Pirate, and other clubs did that a lot.
I would imagine it's easier to do that when there's nobody on base.
Oh, yeah,
the catcher can get down as low. He can sit on the ground if you like.
Right.
And I think we saw Tony Pena do that too, where he'd have the leg extended and literally be sitting on the ground.
Well, your ultimate goal is to get the ball through the glove. And no matter where he puts it, he's putting it down and away. Get down and away. Well, see, the ball is high. Why is it high? Because Odorizzi's kind of standing straight up. He's not utilizing the back to reach out and push himself toward the glove.
Three and 1. 3-2. Cervelli trying to hit one out of the ballpark. And Odorizzi strikes him out.
His 5th strikeout. Yeah, something clicked the last inning. I thought, something clicked with Odorizzi having a tough second inning. He came out and he attacked the strike zone last inning, and he's carrying it right now into the 3rd. See the little pop right there, good angle. And Cervelli just swinging through a fastball. Strikeout number 5.
Moran now the batter.
Yeah, 29 pitches in the second. That will get that pitch count up.
And 17 in the 3rd, and most of those I think were thrown to Marte before he finally bounced out. All those 2-strike fouls. Ball 1.
I love watching the game because of the pitcher-catcher relationship, how they're trying to work together to get an out. You see right there, Garver sat inside, but the ball came back over the plate.
Pretty much right down the middle.
A lot of times when I did that, I wanted that pitch again inside to tell myself I could get it in there. And Moran took it. That curveball slipped out of Odorizzi's hand right there.
2-1.
He has stuff that he could be more successful. I really believe that in Odorizzi. I just believe he needs to work down better.
It's a foul ball, and Polanco has no play. It lands on the warning track.
Because hitters adjust. They watch film. You know, if you're constantly up, they're looking for that high fastball because it's level. You can see the whole baseball. But if you throw that ball down 2 feet, all of a sudden you can only see the top of that baseball.
But yet there are pitchers, and Odorizzi's one of them. They've had success pitching up because so many hitters now.
How do you call success?
Well, but hitters are looking for the ball down to lift. The ball hit to center, and Kepler makes the play, and it's a good one.
I disagree fully.
Productive outfield.
Yeah, you look at that. Marte leads. They're actually tied in the National League with 10 assists in the outfield out of their notes. That's the most for a Pirate center fielder since Andrew McCutchen at 11 in 2013.
Joe Mauer will lead off the fourth against Taillon. And a strike.
And I believe when the Pirates traded McCutchen, Marte was in left field, and then they moved him over to center since McCutchen now is with the Giants.
I want to take a look at Marte's great arm.
Not only something on that, most importantly, the accuracy of his throws.
And there's the first Twins hit. Mauer with a softer line drive to left than the first one he hit. And that lands in front of left fielder Dickerson for a leadoff single. We'll bring up Rosario.
See that pitch right there, that's what I was talking about with Odorizzi. Even there, Joe Mauer, he's a great hitter. He can inside out that because he sees the whole baseball. He does that so well.
Here's Rosario, but would you agree, because I think we went to break and giving people the impression that we did not agree. What do I know about pitching? But now the hitting mechanics have changed to the point where hitters Left-handers maybe have always done that, but they like the ball low, and when you throw it low, you're throwing to their wheelhouse because their swing now is intended to go down and, you know, launch the ball up.
I just think the pitchers that are successful, you know, you go up for a reason when you get 2 strikes, but you have to hit that. You have to hit that spot down.
2-0.
To me, Odorizzi, I mean, I said Odorizzi. You said he's done a good job. He's averaging 5 1/3 innings. To me, that's not a good job.
I didn't say he did a good job. I said he's had some success pitching upstairs. You know, we saw that earlier in the year. He got a lot of strikeouts. Pitches up out of the strike zone. 2-0. Hooked to the line and fair. Mauer rounding second. He'll go to third. Rosario to second. Mauer will be held. And the Twins start the 4th inning with their first 2 hits of the night.
Nice at bat right there for Rosario. Looked like a changeup, something that stayed up, and he smacked it solidly down into that right field area. Take a look at the pitch. Yeah, 91. Took something off that fastball. Rosario with a double, his 30th of the year. Joe Mauer scoots over to third, so a nice beginning of an inning for the Twins.
Replay brought to you by Dodge. And now Polanco. Tying run at second and nobody out. Polanco hit a fly ball to right his first time up. Pitch cut in on his hands and he hooked it into the dugout.
Well, you like a productive out right here. You remember Moran, he was able to hit that ball to second base, and that moved all the runners up.
One strike to Polanco. Field back for the Pirates, accepted third base, and this ball pulled through the hole to right. Mauer scoring. Rosario will be held. Now he comes through the stop sign and he will score. He decoyed the right fielder. Minnesota hasn't had a better stop and go move since Randy Moss.
I'll tell you what, I'd pay to watch this guy play, Rosario. He's exciting.
And Polanco ties the game with a 2-run single.
You know, as an outfielder right here like Polanco, you know, the ball's coming and you're thinking, okay, he's not going to go, and Rosario stopping and then all of a sudden taking off. No cutoff man right there. It'll be a 2-run single for Polanco, and he takes off on the first pitch.
Sano grounds it to short. Picking it up is Mercer, and Sano retired by a step. And now the go-ahead run is in scoring position.
Well, you saw Polanco take off right there. Why? Because Taillon doesn't do a good job of holding on runners. 9 stolen bases in 9 attempts this year, and over his career, 32 stolen bases. Only 2 have been thrown out against him.
It makes you wonder whether a sign might not have been missed by Sano, trying to get Polanco to steal second. And Sano instead swung away and grounded out. Here's Kepler. And Kepler, first pitch, taps it foul.
Well, hitters watch too. You know, Taillon, the first 9 batters he faced, 7 first pitch strikes, so he's attacking the strike zone early. And the hitters have been in this inning coming out swinging early.
That's to right and down for a hit. Polanco being held at third, and he will stop with the throw coming on one hop to Cervelli.
And a better throw right there by Polanco toward home plate.
Gregory Polanco. Logan Forsythe will bat with the go-ahead run now at third. The Twins, who were held hitless through 3 innings, have 4 of them already here in the 4th inning. Take a look at Rosario's base running again, slowing up as he got to third base. And then at the point of release, scampering home with the tying run.
I think he saw that Polanco didn't really let that ball go out in right field. Now when Kepler got the base hit, you could see Polanco threw a little bit harder toward the infield.
We see it all the time. Outfielders, as they're fielding a ball, looking up to catch the runners, and they're looking to see where the runners are and what the runner is doing. And in that case, Polanco saw Rosario kind of glide into third and just kind of soft tossed it to the infield and cost his team a run.
Great base running by Rosario. Saw Ray Surge, the pitching coach, go out and talk to his right-hander.
Here's Forsythe. Fouling off his front leg. It's going to hurt. Forsythe has played well, obviously, at the plate, but he's also played well in the field. Twins have been able to turn some double plays because Forsythe, I think it's fair to say, has a little bit stronger throwing arm than Brian Dozier. One strike to Forsythe. Infield back. They're playing for a double play. Breaking ball for a strike. And is stopped by Cervelli, keeping both runners at their bases. Not sure that he made contact with the glove. It almost sounded like it hit his shin guard.
Might have short hopped it right here. Take a look at the pitch down.
Yep. Skipped off the plate.
Yep.
Yep. Well, he did get the heel of the glove on it. 1-2 to Forsythe with the go-ahead run at third and one away. Breaking ball popped up short center. Marte with the catch and a bluff tag and a throw almost on the fly to Cervelli. 2 down. So now Jake Cave will come up with 2 on and 2 out.
Guys picking up each other. See if Jake Cave can drive in Polanco at third base. Struck out in his first at bat.
Up and away, ball 1.
And that's what he saw in his first at bat. A lot of breaking balls from Taillon.
That's to center and down for a hit. And Cave picks up Forsythe, and the Twins have a 3-2 lead.
That was first at bat. Looked, I remember just a lot of breaking balls right there. Bell behind, wanted to come in with a fastball, and Jake Cave ready for it. Hit it softly into center, and Polanco scoring the third run of the inning. So good at bat for Jake Cave, picking up his 22nd run batted in. And good 2-out hitting. Kepler stopping at second.
Now Garber hit a fly ball to left. Sounded like he might have cracked his bat, and he still sent it out near the warning track. Down and away, ball 1. Boy, talk about a dramatic turn. Here in the fourth inning, Tyone was cruising through 3. Twins didn't have a hit. They didn't have anything close to a hit, and they have 5 hits and 3 runs here in the fourth.
That's how the game can change so quickly.
Make you pull your hair out if you're out there, doesn't it? 2-0. Maybe that's what happened. And now Tyone's pitch count approaching 60. Fastball down the middle.
Average pitches per inning, you can see 14, 14, 11, and now 20 so far here in the fourth. Average pitcher between 14 and 16, that's where you'd like to be. 14's very good.
A chopper foul.
And if you have a couple quick innings, even a 14, 14, 11 is good. So if you have an inning like this, it's not like you're going to, you can still maybe go 3 or 4 more innings if you have more innings like the first 3. You're going to have hiccups throughout the ball game. And this is just a big hiccup for Tyone.
2-2 to Garver. Now a full count. Both runners will be able to take off here. Nice block by Cervelli, and Austin on deck hoping for a chance. Twins with 5 hits. Tyone hasn't walked anybody, but the 3-2 count will allow Kepler and Cave to leave early. And there they go. And a breaking ball got him. Carver frozen with that breaking pitch, but a good inning for the Twins. They leave 2 but score 3 on 5 hits. Fans of the game. Rapids, it says there. We're supposed to Coon Rapids? Grand Rapids?
Looks like a baseball team here.
Coon Rapids. And they're here watching the Twins, who've now just taken the lead over the Pirates. And Odorizzi staked to a 1-run lead. Will face Harrison, Mercer, and Dickerson in the 5th.
Odorizzi's retired 7 straight Pirates. 5 strikeouts in a ball game, couple walks.
Twins leading 3-2, out hitting the Pirates 5-2. The Pirates got a couple of hits sandwiched around Odorizzi's first walk of the night. Scored a couple of runs in the second. Harrison called out on strikes his first time up on a pitch that looked like it was well outside. And Odorizzi misses outside, 1-1. And waving at one well out of the strike zone. One and two. Not that time. 2-2. 75th pitch for Odorizzi. And got him there.
Yeah.
And it's the second time that Harrison's had a beef with Joe West on a called third strike.
Now that one looked like it was a better pitch right there, because Clint Hurdle tried to keep his second baseman in the game. Strikeout number 6.
This will be interesting. Clint Hurdle looking at the replay up on the scoreboard and has some words with Joe West, but no ejection.
That was a good pitch right there. That clipped the corner.
Yeah.
The first one maybe not, but that one for sure.
And Joe West has taken his mask off, and I think we know what's coming next.
Just a warning right now. I haven't seen him toss anybody.
One down in the 5th, and now Mercer. Fouled away, 1 strike. And Harrison's been called out twice on fastballs from Odorizzi. 1-1 to Mercer.
I guarantee you next time he comes up he's going to be swinging.
We got Echeverria in for Jordy Mercer. Danny Echeverria hitting for Mercer, who had walked his last time up. So we'll try to get to the bottom of that as to why that has become necessary. Crack foul.
Echeverria just joining the Pirates back on August 6th, about a week ago. Traded over from the Rays. Again, these two were teammates for a couple years.
2-2. Back.
Echeverria hit .258 for the Rays in 61 ball games, 3 home runs.
Two to the new Pirates shortstop, and a slow breaking ball got him to swing and miss. Another strikeout for Odorizzi.
Number 7, and he's retired 9 in a row.
You have 2 walks and 2 hits. First time through the order, nothing. Second time through the order.
A little breaking ball right here. Echeverria goes down on strikes.
Corey Dickerson, who has a fly ball to center and a pop up to second. Strike 1. Or is he trying to right the ship here after kind of a, I wouldn't say rocky start, but the first inning was fine. He only threw 9 pitches, but all sorts of trouble in the second. He hasn't given the Pirates a sniff since. Fouled back, and it's 0-2. And what about Jake Odorizzi? He strikes out the side of the 5th.
It's an old snapper mowing down inning.
He may have been wondering why Harrison is still in the game, and it's important to note that the Pirates had to change the other middle infield spot, their shortstop, with Echeverria replacing Mercer, and so Echeverria's in at short, and Harrison managed to complain and still stay in the game. Here's Tyler Austin leading off the 5th.
I give Joe West a lot of credit for not tossing him, you know, taking his mask off and saying probably, hey, that's enough. He's been umpiring a long time, you know. I think as long as players can say it in a nice way, I'm sure Harrison hopefully just showed his frustration. Once you start cussing or something, then Joe West would take charge from there.
Tyler Austin with a leadoff single in the 5th, and right back to the stretch goes Taillon. Bauer single to left to start the 3-run 4th inning.
Austin fighting off a fastball right there, picking up his 2nd hit in a Twins uniform.
Bauer singled and scored with Austin at first and nobody out. Austin and Taillon have something in common other than being big league baseball players. They are both testicular cancer survivors. I told you over the weekend that Austin went through his bout in high school. For Taillon, it was just last year. So that he's back on a pace to pitch over 200 innings is a bit remarkable given what he had to endure in 2017. Count to Bauer, now 2-0. And off the plate now 3-0. Well, he's a completely different pitcher. At least tonight he's been a completely different pitcher pitching from the stretch.
I think Cervelli wanted that pitch right there. He kind of, you know, with the catcher, of course, you can say some things that a home plate umpire where a pitcher can't.
And Bauer takes a strike, 3-1.
And Mauer takes ball 4. First walk issued by Taillon. Twins having another threat going here in the 5th inning. It'll bring up Rosario. Rosario with a fly to center, and then he hooked a double into the right field corner. Breaking ball, soft serve into right field. Harrison retreats to make the catch. Got Rosario out on his front foot, and a first pitch pop up fly infield fly rule was called. 1 down. Bring up Polanco. MLB at bat is your #1 Twins app. You can customize your experience to catch every moment this season. Get Twins home screen icons and features such as the MLB.TV game of the day, pitch tracking, in-game highlights, live radio broadcasts, stats, news, and more. Download MLB at bat today.
Yeah, Mercer ended up leaving the ball game with left calf discomfort.
Down and in, ball 1 to Polanco. Drove in a couple of runs with a single. And now 2-0. Check swing foul. Two and 1 to Jorge Polanco. Two and 2. Polanco with the 2 runs batted in, 15 on the year. Of course, his season got started late. Get going to the 81st game of the year. And now 3 and 2.
Pirates had the same issue last year with Marte out in center field.
Yep.
Players from the Dominican Republic.
Full count. Taillon trying to pitch out of another situation here in the 5th. And got a piece to stay alive.
That's what we see from Polanco. He has some long at-bats. Remember his first at-bat was a 10-pitch at-bat before he flew out. Able to, make that pitcher throw 3 or 4 extra pitches because he fouls off so many pitches. That's a good sign. Mauer does that so well. Especially if they're nasty pitches and the pitcher's going to make a mistake.
On the ground to Harrison, to Echeverria, not in time, and Bell does a nice job corralling that ball. He lost his glove in the process.
Yeah, Polanco hustling down that line, and Echeverria's throw was on the infield side. This spin throw over to Echeverria, and then the throw on the infield side. You can see Bell, luckily, able to get that ball in his glove. That ball gets by him. Boston scores from third.
And now Sano with runners on the corners and 2 down.
Need another 2-out hit right here.
He's got one from Cave to drive in the go-ahead run last inning.
Shorthanded by Cervelli, ball one. Sano, the fly ball to right and a ground ball to short. He hit the ground ball on the first pitch with Polanco taking off for second base. Big pop-up, slow breaking ball, and he hit it straight up in the air.
Who wants it?
And it is Bell coming in from first base. Twins put a threat together, can't finish it off, and it's still 3-2. For a little excitement, you can head to foxsportsnorth.com to submit a photo and message for the opportunity to be featured in the Minnesota Lottery Winner's Circle during the broadcast and receive $100 in scratch tickets. With the Minnesota Lottery, every day is game day. Starling Marte will lead off the sixth, and Jake Odorizzi's on quite a roll. He's given up 2 hits. One was a opposite field single punched to right field by David Freese. The other one was hit pretty well by Cervelli. And all of that came in the second inning. He hasn't given up a base runner since.
He's retired 10 straight Pirates.
Marte, Polanco, and Freese here in the 6th inning. Pitches up, and it's 1-1.
Eight strikeouts for Odorizzi. Had a season high 10 against the Brewers.
Driven foul. Down and away a ball. 2-2. And fastball flipped foul down the right field line. Still 2-2. Teams in the National League in particular that are doing a whole lot better than people thought. The Pirates are one of them. They haven't got much of the headlines though. 90th pitch of the night for Odorizzi to center. Kepler is there. Another line drive out, 1 down. But with what the Braves and the Phillies have done in the National League East, you don't hear much about the Pirates yet. Most people thought they were headed for at least a 90-loss season. And instead, they've had that nice winning streak and have stayed above the 500 mark.
And that in July had that 11-game winning streak and won 13 out of 14 at one time. That kind of put them back over 500.
That's the type of streak the Twins couldn't get to. You know, they longest winning streak was 5 a couple of times, but they weren't able to run off a long one in advance of the trade deadline. Tap foul, 1 strike. Polanco's gone down swinging twice. On the outside corner, 0-2.
Back-to-back changeups. Polanco fouled off the first one, then he took that one. Remember his last at bat, it was 2 curveballs, then that sinker away. Like that.
Ooh, got him.
Yep.
2 down.
Second straight time that Polanco has gone down on 3 pitches. And strikeout number 9 for Odorizzi. Couple changeups. And then.
Yeah. Oh. You're going to call the first 2. You got to call that one, right? 2 down and now Freeze. Breaking ball for strike 1. This has been, over the last several innings, by far the sharpest we have seen Odorizzi with his off-speed stuff.
He's a machine right now. Keep that machine going.
Off the plate, 1-1. You see the pitch count, 95. But there have been 63 strikes.
Well, other than the second inning, his pitch count has been outstanding per inning.
Down and away, 2-1. I mean, what we've seen from Jake so many times is a high pitch count and a strike percentage of like 54%. This is like 2-1 here. And out of the reach of Bauer, a base hit with 2 down for Freeze. Second time he has punched a single to right field.
Yeah, fastball up right there, and Freeze kind of inside out at it. Good effort by Mauer, just out of his reach as he dove to his left. Freeze gets 2 of the 3 hits that Odorizzi's given up.
That'll bring up Josh Bell, who drew a walk and scored in the second, then lined out to Cave near the warning track and left. Fastball missing inside.
Looks like somebody's warming up in the bullpen. Thought it was Tyler Duffy. I believe that is.
It is Tyler Duffy. 1-0. And now 2-0. And now for the first time in a long time, Odorizzi has to go back to the stretch position. Pitch number 100 with the tying run at first and 2 away. Throws the changeup and clips the corner again.
He has had very good control of that changeup. All in all, very good control of all his pitches here tonight.
Two and one. And now 3-1. Cervelli on deck. Base hit to left. Had a shift on, and Bell just grounded it sharply to left field. Now first and second, 2 down for Cervelli.
Well, most pitches that Odorizzi's thrown in a ball game, 112. That was against the White Sox in Chicago. And here comes Paul Molitor. So I asked him to give me 6. Well, he got 5 2/3. And his hitters count 3 and 1. Bell inside outs it and hits it past the shift in the left field.
One of the most encouraging outings for Odorizzi in quite some time, as he's in position perhaps to win the ball game. A couple of 2-out hits, only 4 hits allowed, and a couple of walks. And Duffy will try to preserve the 1-run lead. The tying run at second.
Yeah, Tyler Duffy just coming in, and it's 3 stints this year, up and down between Rochester and the Twins, making just his 9th relief appearance. Let's get the out right here. Get that first guy.
Cervelli drove in a run with a double his first time up, and then he struck out swinging his next time up. Now he can only watch. The breaking ball down and away. Good numbers so far. The 9 strikeouts came in handy over the course of 5 2/3 innings, but now 2-0 from Duffy.
Yeah, Duffy worked a couple days ago in Detroit. Inning in a third. 1 run allowed, but that was when he left the ball game. Moya gave up a base hit, and his runner scored.
Fouled back. The fastball fouled straight back. Cervelli was waiting on it, but he didn't hit it.
Duffy, that fastball away. See, outer half of the plate. Cervelli actually hit it off the end of the bat.
Fly ball right field. Chased by Rosario and Bauer, and 3 rows back. 2-2.
Rosario will have a conversation with the fans down there.
Little bit of a breeze, but not much, but a little bit that might have carried that back into the seating area. And now it's 2-2.
Duffy's got a good curveball. See what they want here. We're sitting inside. Got him. Ooh. Wow.
Where was it? Had to be low.
Much.
Had to be low. Duffy thought he had it. Perfect pitch. Not called. Now 3-2. The runners will go.
Got it. There's that curveball.
The breaking ball got him one pitch later. And Odorizzi has a good outing, leaves, and Duffy cleans up the mess in the sixth. Selling brand in the Twin Cities. By Grant Casino, the best stories start here. And by Wisconsin Dells, the water park capital of the world. When clinging to a 3-2 lead, they'll bat now in the bottom of the sixth inning. Max Kepler will lead things off against Jamison Tyone. Kepler, Forsythe, and Cave.
Yeah, Tyone, 79 pitches coming into this inning, only 4 ground ball outs, 8 fly ball outs with his 3 strikeouts.
One 1-0 to Kepler. Lashed to the gap in left center. Cutting it off in the second hop is Marte, and Kepler has his second hit. That'll bring up Forsythe.
Twins pick up their 7th hit of the ball game.
We showed you the pull chart. Technically a spray chart, but in Kepler's case is a pull chart, and I think James Ralston would like to see more of those. The pitch is on the outer part of the plate.
It's good hitting right there.
Kepler keeping his head down and driving it to the opposite field. In this case, left center. Pitches inside to Forsythe. We've seen Forsythe do that from the right side. The pitch is away. Hit it away.
Sounds easy, doesn't it?
It's only coming at you 96 miles per hour. What's wrong with it?
Yeah.
Twins sent a runner. Polanco in the third. You talked about Tyone's difficulty holding runners and limiting stolen bases.
Kepler has 3 stolen bases in 7 attempts.
And there he goes, swung on and missed, and the throw is in time. Kepler tagged high around the helmet, and an acrobatic tag by Harrison.
Yeah, he really didn't get a good jump right there. Cervelli had something on that throw, but it was on the second base side, and Harrison,
he's looking in like
the bag. Yeah, looked like he got him on the back.
But he looked in like it was
Expected to be a hit and run.
He didn't have a good jump at all. There's a tag of Kepler. Kepler's thrown out.
So now 1-1 to the batter. And Forsythe takes a breaking ball. Cervelli thought it was a strike. And now he reacts to Joe West and has some words for him.
Well, one thing Cervelli has, he's got an outstanding throwing arm.
Oh.
Yep. Part of the box. Cervelli's thrown out 15 of 37, 40% of potential base stealers.
And now a fastball for a strike. 2-2. Chop left side. Freeze. Over to Bell. 2 down. We'll bring up Cave. Target Field has become a top choice for families in Twins territory, celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, family celebrations of all kinds. Schedule your special event in a fully catered Target Field hospitality space available for groups 16 to 250 plus. You can learn more at twinsbaseball.com/groups or call 800-33-TWINS. 2 down. Cave, the batter, singled in a run his last time up. The go-ahead run, as it turned out, in a 3-run fourth.
They got a fastball in and hit it softly into center. And Tyone starts him off for that breaking ball.
Foul. 1-1.
Slider right there.
Two and one. Mentioned that Tyone's one of 5 guys, the only one in the National League with 2 complete games, and that Barrios, Paxton, Kluber, and Carrasco are the others. Indians took a hit today. They diagnosed Trevor Bauer with a broken ankle. Took a line drive against his ankle, and they found a break.
You know, there's only 8 complete games in the National League this year. Only 23 in the American League. And Pirates have 3 of them. 3 of the 8.
Cave strikes out. Tyone finishes off the Twins, facing just 3 batters in the 6th.
Twins had a very good 4th inning with 4 hits. Polanco driving in a couple runs thanks to Rosario's hustle and Deke, and then Cave with 2 outs. Good piece of hitting that scored Polanco. Twins scored 3. And Jake Odorizzi, 5 2/3 innings, couple walks, 9 strikeouts, 102 pitches thrown. And one time he retired the 11th straight Pirates.
1-run lead for the Twins. Here's Moran facing Duffy. First pitch, a changeup, swing and a miss.
12 straight Pirates at one time.
Duffy has improved his changeup this year, spending most of the year in Rochester. I think we just saw one for a swinging strike. Fastball tapped to the right side. Easy play for Forsythe, 1 away. Paul Molitor asked today about plans for the late innings, 9th inning specifically, and basically there isn't one because it depends who's going to hit in what sequence in what inning as to whether it might be Rogers in the 9th, might be Hildenberger, might be May. Duffy getting some big outs here in the 6th into the 7th.
In Detroit, when Hildenberger struggled a little bit, we saw McGill get it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Kind of a flip of the coin.
Here's Harrison. He's been called out twice. So where does Duffy go? Right out on the outside corner again. Strike 1. And Harrison says enough of that. I'm going to at least swing him one out there.
I told you he's going to be swinging.
0-2.
Especially now, he does not want to get rung up for the 3rd straight time. You see Garver's going to sit about a foot outside, go up high.
Got a fly ball to center, harmless enough, and it is Rosario with the catch, 2 down. That'll bring up Echeverria. When you combine the most provocative man in sports with the most interesting man in sports, you get opinion that cuts through the hype. Catch Speak for Yourself with Colin Cowherd and Jason Whitlock weekdays at 4 p.m. Central, only on FS1. 2 down in the 7th, and now Echeverria, who entered the game when Jordy Mercer injured his calf. One of them. You said which, right or left?
Left.
Breaking ball taken for a ball. Two and 0.
Beautiful view here at Target Field. A bad seat in his house.
Back to the mound, and Duffy has a really good 7th inning. 4 up, 4 down. The Twins hang on to that 1-run lead. Needs. And by Dodge. Join the brotherhood of muscle at the Dodge Summer Clearance event and get a great deal. Pirates got the first pair of runs. The Twins answered with 3 in the 4th. Jake Odorizzi and the bullpen have made it hold up so far. And now the Twins looking for more with Mitch Garver leading off the bottom of the 7th.
And a new pitcher for the Pirates. Richard Rodriguez coming into the ball game, making his 44th relief appearance. Done a good job out of that bullpen. 47 2/3 innings, 42 hits allowed, only 13 walks, 2 of those intentional, and 56 strikeouts.
Austin with a hit in 2 trips, taking strike 1.
Rodriguez in his first season with the Pirates. Last year a little bit with the Baltimore Orioles. Good curveball there, fastball, curveball, changeup.
Garver 0 for 2. Austin will hit next, and then Mauer. Ooh.
Just a bit outside.
I'm sure that made it to the left-handed batter's box and fly.
Rodriguez last year a September call-up for the Orioles and traded over this winter to the Pirates out of the Dominican Republic.
One and 2. Close pitch, 2-2. Somebody's going to get tossed for Pirates here pretty soon. Cervelli's talking right now to Joe West. He's taking his glove off.
Fastball.
No.
Yep.
Garver thought it was strike 3. And now 3-2. To left field and deep. Caught on the warning track by Dickerson, 1 down.
Yeah, that wind blowing in a little bit from left field maybe held that up. Garver just missed it.
1 down, and let's go to Kevin Gordon.
Yeah, Tyler Austin, one of the new young Twins. Let's get to know him with 3 things about him. Like a lot of kids in their 20s, grew up a huge fan of Derek Jeter. Not a lot of kids get to play with the Yankees, which he did, Jeter's former team. He said he's got some good connections to the Minnesota Twins, none better than Jake K, one of his good friends from playing and growing up in that Yankees organization, and he's a huge fan of amusement parks. Spent the whole day, guys, yesterday at the Mall of America on the rides.
Austin grounds out on the first pitch. 2 down here in the 7th. 2 balls in play. Joe West just threw into Rodriguez, but Pirates were throwing the ball that was used for out number 2 around the infield. And now Mauer, who has hit a fly ball to left, a single to left, and then drew a walk. Outside, ball 1. Down and in, and it's 2-0. On the outside corner, 2-1. Three and 1. And a base hit to left. Our second hit, slide out there by Dickerson, and Joe takes a big turn and will hold up. Good play as it turned out by Dickerson. That ball had some starch behind it as it was headed towards the gap.
Yeah, Joe hit that ball sharply. So 2 hits for Joe Mauer here tonight. Twins pick up their 8th hit.
Replay coming up, brought to you by Carrier.
Right down the heart of the plate. Another solid hit, all by Joe. So the slide of Dickerson, getting it back in.
Under the leg. It was a between the legs sliding stop. And Rosario takes strike 1. You don't see that every day.
Nope.
Tap to the right side. Nobody at first base. And Rosario is clipped at first base, with Rodriguez getting there just a hair ahead of the Twins.
Nice
right fielder.
Nice reaction by the pitcher. Get over there.
On to the 8th in a 1-run game.
Of America's Studio Sports Update. The Bucks continue to stop here. The Pittsburgh Pirates, that is. Join us tomorrow morning as the Pirates and the Twins get ready to continue their series. Our coverage begins at 11:30 a.m. Wednesday on Fox Sports North.
Somehow it's refreshingly cool to watch the highlights from that series in Pittsburgh in early April. It was cold.
Especially where we were, too. We were up high.
Finished the ball game in a snowstorm. Here is Taylor Rogers coming in to get some big outs in the 8th inning. Tyler Duffy did a wonderful job.
48 2/3 innings, 41 hits allowed for Taylor, 55 strikeouts.
And Dickerson, a left-handed batter, leading off the inning, so it would be natural that Rogers would get the call here. 1-0.
Good job by Tyler Duffy retiring all 4 batters he was asked to get.
Strike on the outside corner, 1-1.
Taylor, 27 years old, in his 3rd season with the Twins. Good curveball there.
1-2. Dickerson, of course, has faced Rogers before. And another breaking ball gets him. 1 down. Boy, the bullpen's been really good here. 5 up, 5 down.
Taylor picking up his 56th strikeout now in 49 innings pitched. Great location of those last 2 curveballs.
And now Marte.
Take a look at the sequence of pitches to Dickerson. from Rogers. That's two almost identical.
Marte 0 for 3. Hit the ball hard as last time. Now he motions as if to bunt. He runs out of the box, but he never offered it at the pitch with the bat. And it's called ball one. Paul Molitor, I don't think too happy with that. He's looking at Doug Eddings. Oh, that is a swing. Half swing, but it counts.
A curveball right there. They got Sano guarding the line at third base. No doubles down that line. Bauer off the bag at first.
How about that? No swing again. And the manager's gaze is again fixed on Doug Eddings. Oh, you went. The wrist broke, right? 2-1. That's poked to the right field corner. Rosario has the ball get by him. And it'll be an extra base hit for Marte. So the tying run at second with one down.
Marte picking up a double, his 20th of the year. Got a fastball out over the plate. And just took it the other way. That's what we've seen Freeze do.
Right.
Last couple at bats he had. Rosario trying to get it in his glove. It gets by him, but it's a double for Marte.
Polanco, another left-handed batter, will hit against Rogers. And the right-hander Freeze, but the Twins have activity with Trevor May warming up down in the bullpen. So Matt McGill warming up out there. Swung on and fouled back. Polanco with a healthy swing.
Taylor came into the ballgame. Left-handers hitting only 179 off of him. Right-handers 278. So a 100-point difference. There's McGill.
One strike. Another look back to back.
That's a good move by Taylor Rogers. I like it when a pitcher does that, spins around to show him I'll bring that knee up, but I'll condition myself to at least show that runner right here. Bring that right knee up and just do that, because if you don't, then they tie the time as soon as you lift that leg up.
Breaking ball tickles the outside corner, and it's 0-2.
That's why Taylor Rogers is so tough against left-handed hitters with that curveball. Struck out Dickerson on two good curveballs at the end. And Marte at second base, 28 stolen bases, third most in the National League. So keep an eye on him. Good speed. Make him stop.
There, he got him with another breaking ball. 2 down.
And here comes Paul Molitor.
And he'll bring in McGill to face the right-handed batter David Freeze.
Well, it's such a big break and a tight rotation right there. You can see Poole's a very good hitter in Polanco.
Well, Rogers leaving the tying run at second, but McGill will try to clean things up here in the 8th. Night presented by United Healthcare, and participants will receive a Twins branded yoga mat, Twins game tickets, and an on-field yoga class. Reserve your spot today at twinsbaseball.com/yoga.
Matt McGill coming into the ball game. For Matt, his 26th relief appearance, 41 innings, only 9 walks, 39 strikeouts. He did not pitch in that 3-game series in Detroit over the weekend. Pitched a couple times against the Indians in Cleveland.
David Freese with 2 hits, both of them going to the opposite field. Fastball outside.
He pitched 1 time in that series in Cleveland. So a proud papa now, Matt McGill.
Smothered by Garver, 2-0. Switch hitting Josh Bell on deck. Gill would like to close out the top of the 8th in this at bat. 2-0.
Good slider.
Swing
right
and a
there.
miss.
Yeah, good slider. Gill has that tight slider along with a fastball in the low 90s. Saw that first pitch at 96. Little bit of a break, almost like a little cutter.
Two and 1. Same thing, down and away. Got another swing and a miss.
See a little bit of movement right there. That one actually went down.
Two and 2 to Freese. Pirates only have 5 hits, and Freese has 2 of them. And now a fastball away, 3 and 2.
Well, see if he goes back to that slider. Carter creeping outside.
Tapper left side. Polanco backhands, has no play. So an infield hit for Freese, his 3rd safety of the night. 1st and 3rd, 2 down for Josh Bell.
Hey, went with the slider, and Freese just hit it softly in front of Polanco. No chance, I think, to get him at first base. Polanco did the right thing. Don't know if he couldn't get a grip of that ball, too. Take a look at it. Good slider. Don't know if Sano was covering the bag or not, but probably had a better chance to get Marte at 3rd with that ball going. It's funny that Marte would take off right there.
Tying run at 3rd, 2 down, and Josh Bell, who has a walk and a single and a line out so far. Fastball and a crisp one for a called strike.
Marte at 3rd base doing an Eddie Rosario, kind of seeing if he can get McGill to balk.
A little wiggle room over there because Sano's about 30 feet off the bag.
Right.
Nice block by Garver. So much better at that than he was even at the start of the year. That's a big block right there.
I'll take a look at the breaking ball. Lands in front of him. He knocks it down, utilizes that chest protector.
1-1.
Freese not a threat to run at first base.
Missed inside with a fastball. 2-1. That's what's unfortunate about giving up to him an infield hit. Guy doesn't run all that well, but he hit it in a real good spot. 2-1 to Bell. Better right-handed hitter than left statistically. Breaking ball, and it's ball 3. Cervelli on deck. Breaking ball, tap foul. 3-2. Runner at first. Freese will take off.
Let's see if Joe Mauer plays behind him. Joe letting McGill know that he'll be playing behind Freese.
Three and 2. Missed inside, and they're loaded up now for Cervelli. McGill comes into the ball game, gave up a scratch single to Freese, but now he's walked Bell to load the bases. No activity in the Twins pen. McGill's got to get out of this on his own. Cervelli with an RBI double in the second, then a couple of swinging strikeouts. Foul back.
Good swing right there.
Into the press box. Pitch is up, and it's 1-1. Didn't miss by much, if it missed at all. Hacked foul, breaking ball, and it's 1-2.
Remember Cervelli's last at bat, there were a couple runners on base, first and second. Duffy on a 3-2 pitch. Struck him out on that good curveball down and away.
Breaking ball, check swing. No, and it is 2-2. Another nice stop by Garver.
Did Cervelli go?
No, I don't think he went on that one. Big pitch here. Suddenly 2-2 the count. Breaking ball missed the inside corner, and now it's full to Cervelli. Pitches for McGill, only 7 strikes. The runners will all go.
How about one of those sacrifice flies for the third out?
Breaking ball out in front. He tapped it foul.
Robbie and Spakowski down there looking for a ball.
He's always looking for a ball. Full count to Francisco Cervelli. Fastball popped up. There's your sacrifice fly.
There we go. Somebody catch it. Somebody catch it.
Forsythe catches it.
Very nice.
And the bases are left full. And the score remains the same.
Good job by McGill.
Directly after the ball game for Twins Live, presented by CenturyLink. After going 9 up, 9 down, we'll show you how the Twins took advantage and scored all their runs in the fourth. We'll also show you about the dueling arms. Starting pitching's been great in this game. Jake Odorizzi for the Twins specifically finds his way to get in position to get the win after getting down in this game 2-0 early. We'll also bring into the clubhouse. Hear from the manager, Paul Mauter. He'll react to this one, guys, and set up tomorrow's getaway day for the Pirates as they close out this 10-day, 9-game road trip, and the Twins hope to do it with a 2-game sweep of this series.
We'll see what happens. See if the Twins can add some insurance here in the 8th inning. Thank you, Kevin. And Polanco takes up and away, ball 1. Rodriguez back out there.
See if the Twins can add a run like you were talking about right here.
Polanco drove in 2 with the 4th inning single. He's 1 for 3 on the night. Fouled away, 1-1. Gill got the job done, got the 3rd out of the 8th inning, leaving the bases full. Polanco takes high, 2-1. Near the Pirate dugout, but out of play. Rodriguez gave up a warning track fly ball to left and a single in the 7th inning in relief of Jameson Taillon. A foul.
Yeah, both starters pitched well. Both starters had 1 inning that found us at a 3-2 ball game.
And Taillon had 3 perfect innings, and then the Twins bunched some things together in the 4th.
Odorizzi gave up a couple runs in the 2nd inning, and Taillon in the 4th.
This one a fair ball down the line, chased by Dickerson. Still chasing it. He won't get there. Polanco digs for second, and the ball gets by Echeverria and hits Polanco. He'll get a double. He should have been thrown out at second. Echeverria just missed the throw from Dickerson, and the ball ended up hitting the sliding runner.
Oh, there's that shift right there. Marte was playing, Echeverria was playing it up the middle. You see where he's playing right behind the pitcher. The ball just kind of a flare. Dickerson could not catch up to it. And then he sees and he kind of hurries his throw. It gets by Harrison, who can see that it hit Polanco, and the ball just rolls away.
Now Sano.
So it'll be a double for Polanco. His second hit of the ball game.
Mighty swing and a miss. One strike.
What makes that play, especially for Polanco, is that the ball, if it's caught, he's still hustling down that line. You never quit running, and that's what Polanco did. He gets a double. Sano's got a job to do right here. Try to get Polanco over to third or just drive him in.
He's going to drive him in.
I like it.
Deep to right field.
I think he just,
very deep to right field, and gone. A home run.
He drove him in.
Home run number 9 for Miguel Sano.
And there's some insurance runs right there. Again, we see the strength of Miguel Sano. 28,000 plus on their feet. Take a look at the pitch. Fastball. Got underneath it, and his strength can hit it into the seats out in right center.
3-run lead, and now here's Kepler. Down and in, ball 1. It was a swing and a miss on the first pitch, but it's we've seen Miguel Sano swing and miss a lot, but the swing and miss looked different for some reason. Like there was another one over by the camera well. Robbie Inzmakowski gets another baseball. Robbie used to do sideline reporting for us. He's been in Pittsburgh for several years now.
6 years.
6 years now. 1-1 to Kepler. Now a ball, 2-1.
Measure that home run at 406 feet off the bat of Sano.
Fly ball to left. And Dickerson comes in. He makes the catch, 1 away. And now Logan Forsythe will bat hitless in the ball game tonight. I've said that many times about Logan since he arrived. A pop fly double to start the inning. A long opposite field home run by Sano, and now it's 5-2. One and one. I think it's the second time Forsythe has fouled it off his front leg today. 1-2. For Hildenberger. Get another save opportunity. That's off the mask of maybe both Cervelli and Joe West.
Mongo got everybody back there. And Forsythe strikes out. That's the second out of the inning. Here's tonight's Coors Light refreshing finish.
Well, good pitching here tonight. Odorizzi with 9 strikeouts. Duffy, big strikeout right there with a couple of runners on a 3-2 curveball. Rogers picking up a couple strikeouts. And McGill getting that final out with bases loaded last inning. It's Novelli to Papa.
Kay with a single and 2 strikeouts, and he takes strike 1. Oh, and 2.
Good changeup right there by Rodriguez. That home run Rodriguez allowed, his 5th home run out of the bullpen for the Pirates.
One and 2. Two and 2.
7.5 years in the minor leagues for Rodriguez before he got a call up last September by the Orioles.
That's to left. And Dickerson retreats a few steps to put it away. But Miguel Sano went to the opposite field, drove a long 2-run home run to make it 5-2. Good night for the Twins. It's been a series of good nights for Miguel Sano, who has looked very much like the Miguel Sano the first half of the season last year. 2-run home run giving the Twins some breathing room. It is a save situation. It will be the bottom third of the Pirate lineup, and it is Trevor Hildenberger on the mound.
Trevor looking for his 2nd save on the season, making his 56th relief appearance. Picked up the save in Detroit 3 days ago.
Moran takes a strike. Got the save. It was not the type of outing that Trevor would like Gave up a couple of runs again. He's given up at least 2 runs in 4 straight outings. And a strike 0-2.
Well, after that, he gave up that 2-run home run to Goodwin. What we saw after that, more fastballs.
Right. Kicks away.
Now, Trevor last year had an opportunity to pick up a save, and he got it in Detroit. So both his saves have come in Detroit. So he needs another save here in Minnesota. Just another team, too.
Get another 3 saves this weekend against the Tigers.
Yeah.
1-2. Dribbled right side. Weekly. Forsythe charges. And from the palm of his glove, he's able to dig it out and throw him out.
This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Minnesota Twins and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Minnesota Twins, LLC.
Here's Harrison. Harrison called out on strikes twice. And with 2 strikes, he ended up putting 1 in play. The Twins have been working him on or near the outside corner with fastballs. Changeup hanging inside, ball 1. He's to center, a base hit. Fastball solidly stroked to center. We'll bring up Echeverria.
Harrison picking up his first hit. And the 7th for the Pirates.
Echeverria entered the game in the 5th, struck out in relief of Jordy Mercer. Then he did a little comebacker to the mound in the 7th. How many? 1, 2, and the Twins finish it in the 9th inning with an around-the-horn double play.
Well, Jake Odorizzi gets the win, but the bullpen did a great job here. Some timely hitting by the Twins, especially in the 4th inning. Big RBI with 2 outs by Jake Cave, and then Sano put it away.
Tom Hadwin, good ball game for the Twins. Great way to get this homestand started.
Dick, it's the Twins' first ever win over the Pirates at Target Field. First win in 9 years in Minnesota against Pittsburgh. Overall, up next on Twins Live, presented by CenturyLink. We'll break it all down. Roy Smalley with me, and we'll hear from Paul Molitor.